Hello everyone, we are going to talk about a topic that really a lot of people will talk about with BMWs, and that's kind of maintenance costs, and really kind of how expensive can it be without a warranty to own one of these. I personally have a 2008 335i, twin turbo, quite a bit of stuff done to it for the most part. It's right around 450 horsepower to the crank, four-door E90. It definitely is fast. It's kind of my grocery getter, I would say, right? It's decent space for the most part, even though it is kind of cramped. But maintenance cost-wise, I bought this car in April 2013, and for the first year, it was pretty decent. I mean, I bought it with 95,000 miles. Some people thought I was crazy buying a BMW such high mileage, but it was clean inside and out, service records, everything. So I'm like, you know what? Let me take a gamble on this. I currently have 137,000 miles on this car, and I would have to say, yes, maintenance has been expensive. Like I said, after the first year it was fine, but after that first year, once rolling into kind of April 2014, the maintenance costs started kind of coming up. Now, general stuff with this car, I mean, fluid, oil changes, spark plugs every 15,000 miles because I'm tuned, by the way. And really kind of, anytime you throw more power at this car, the N54 engine, you're going to really show the weakness in a lot of parts, and then a lot of things are going to fail sooner. That's only for certain things, not everything. I started having a lot of coolant leaks with water pump going out. It's kind of the general stuff that really kind of happens with this car all the time. But then after that, it was sensors. It was my navigation went out. I had a lot of coolant hoses just break, and really a lot of that is just because of time. Now, and then leaky oil cooler and oil filter housing gaskets. Those also went. But the biggest advice I'd say, that if you're going to buy a BMW used, no warranty, doing DIY, I've done like everything DIY, literally everything that I've done on this car, performance-wise and also maintenance-wise. And let me tell you, it has saved me a ton of money. I mean, just for an example, the oil cooler gasket and oil filter housing gaskets, I mean, that could be $800 at the dealer, labor only. Then you add oil, and the gaskets are cheap, like $30. But it took me about 4 hours or so to do it first time. I could probably do it a lot faster if I had to do it a second time. But I mean, that's just that, the savings. I did a water pump myself, plugs every 15,000 miles, coils, all the hoses for the coolant stuff, coolant flushing, diagnostics, anything like that. I've done all myself. I literally haven't had the dealer or even an independent shop, indie shop, do anything maintenance related. It's all been on me. And even though I spend, let's say, $2,000 average a year on just the cost of these things that I need to replace, it would be a lot higher if I took it to an indie shop to do it, or even that much higher if I had the dealer do it. So those are some big things that you really need to kind of think about if you do it. Now, if you're a great DIYer and you want to say, you know what, I want to buy a BMW, then by all means, that's what you should do, and you can be able to do a lot of this stuff. Also, another big thing of advice is to buy your parts online. There are a lot of guys out there that wholesale at BMW dealers. You just got to find them. I know a great guy. Just let me know, and I'll give you his information. But also, there's a lot of stuff out there that you can get to pick up these gaskets or parts or spark plugs or anything a lot cheaper than you would at the dealer. And you can get OE stuff, just not a dealer markup pricing. So that's another thing you want to definitely think about. In addition to all of that, I mean, really kind of, if you have the chance to do that kind of stuff and be able to really kind of do your own work, then that's definitely the route you should definitely go. Now, if you're not a really big DIYer, then I don't recommend it unless you want to shell out all that money. But then again, it's kind of like, you hate giving all that money away for, let's say, $800 or $1,000 for something that you could spend that money on something else. You have family, you have kids, you have anything like that. That's just other money to spend. By all means, doing a certified pre-owned BMW is also a good bet, but that only goes to 100,000 miles. I guess I would say I was lucky with this car just because mostly the previous owner drove it nothing but on the highway, so that was really good. I mean, it's mostly highway mileage. But when things came up, I knew what to take care of. And the other big things, and I'm going to do another video about this, how to properly diagnose your BMW. Really, if any kind of trouble codes come up, I'm going to get to that on that, because a lot of people really just don't understand kind of the proper way that you need to kind of review and diagnose what your BMW is going to do. So tune in for that video, and we'll talk about that piece. But yeah, just to recap, DIYer, over 100,000 miles, you have everything in check, have some buddies to help you kind of do a lot of stuff. Completely recommend it. It's kind of funny, I've owned quite a bit of cars in the past of all kind of different nature as far as performance wise, like this one, and to be honest, I know so much about this car just because of all the research on the forums and just kind of tinkering with it and doing all these DIYs. It kind of feels good, right? I mean, you're kind of sitting here thinking, or when something comes up, you almost kind of feel like a mechanic, and it just has a good sense of accomplishment that you can actually go through and do a lot of these things. So best of luck to you in your adventures with trying to buy a higher mileage BMW. There is hope out there. But thank you for watching.